if I didn't die, it means I'm still working, right? And my damn checks don't got power on it no more.
But that could also be the business.
Okay. All right, let me get a fan something. Yeah. Because you threw a dope ass live betrayal. Can't clickbait. So the reality is, I am the most. I have so much empathy, man. I have so much empathy for the fans, bro, because you were sold and told a story that did not continue, guys, in the way that it was sold and told to me that it would continue.
Well, there you go, pretty much. Omari Hardwick, man, it's not like he's frustrated that his character, Ghost, went out the way he did with him getting killed by his son. But to have these questions to keep getting repeatedly asked, interviews when really it was like, is there anything else that, that you could ask? But these are like questions that fans want to really know. But 50, called him a strange bird, and that anything that he ever asked that he got from 50 Cent. And I get where 50 coming from, but same time, 50, if you Omari Hardwick and you in the seat and you getting these questions asked to you, and you feel like your character should have had, a different route on how he went out, you kind of gotta, feel where he's coming from. But at the same time, I see exactly what 50 is saying. But 50 is not the one that's being asked these questions. I mean, he's not the one that had to sit down and that, no matter what's going on in Omari's career, in his life, everything always comes back to how the way Ghost went out on Power. I mean, I disagreed with how the way he went out, and I'm a fan of the show, and the fans, they make the show. They the one who keeps the ratings going and episodes coming back week after week. Well, seasons coming back, that is. And if the fans are not agreeing with how the way this went down, I mean, it's time that the writers listen. Like, let this be a reasonable example of, how important it is to be able to not only engage with the audience and the viewership that are viewing your project, whether it's television shows or movies. You have to really be able to tap in and listen to your viewers, because if not, how will you expect whatever it is that you coming out or you have coming out for people to come back? And that's pretty much why I feel like they're wrapping up this whole Power Ghost thing, is because honestly I feel like fans are not engaged as much because they really don't have any trust when it comes down to this whole situation dealing with Power. So I feel like fans have lost trust ever since Omari Hardwick's character Ghost, how the way he died off into the scene, and you got Tariq doing all these things, and at the same time while he's going to school. It's just not realistic. It's not realistic. You in school and you doing all this? It don't make sense. And how he's not locked up or dead yet. So if you comparing this to Ghost, you got to pretty much think like it was way more realism into the writing, into the story, when Omari Hardwick character's Ghost, when he was still alive, and how he was able to run the club and still have a business structure inside and outside the club, and how he run things, and being able to keep a clean cut, and for people not to really know and to see what he's really doing behind the scenes, and that's still in the streets a little bit, having his foot dabbed a little bit in that. That made sense. That was realistic. that brought realism and life into the story, and that engaged viewers to be able to keep coming back season after season, to be able to try to like dig and try to find out what, you know, more about this whole Ghost character. And when you look at it now, and you Omari Hardwick, it can be frustrating because I mean, like, of course you deserve every penny that you're supposed to be getting paid with playing this character, but not only to see how the way they fizzled you out, how they killed you off the scene, and then seeing where it's at now, and then still being, you know, bombarded by these questions, it's like he's on the fan side. Like, he understands exactly the anger that the fans are feeling when you able to be to gravitating towards this character so much, into seeing how the way things ended and seeing how the way things are now, which they doing the first part, they already got through showing the episodes of the first part of the finale of this whole Power Ghost thing, and the second part is going to be starting back up, I think, in September. That's going to be the finishing of the episodes of the season finale of this whole Power Ghost thing, and they're supposed to be doing a Tyreek and Tommy spinoff, allegedly. But the writers are killing this show, and I'm starting to think, are they doing it intentionally? But I know one damn thing: they better not fuck up Raising Kanan. That's my show. Like, you know, everything else, I don't want to see them mess up that either, but they better not fuck up Kanan. Because Kanan has a story that's ongoing, that's still building. Like, you really haven't seen nothing yet with Raising Kanan. Like, people think that you seeing something now with Raising Kanan with the first 4 seasons of that. You ain't really seen what turned Jukebox into a whole mean, you know, I don't want to say evil, but just don't give a damn no more. And she turned into a cop, and she just started like on this killing, like, you know, having this whole dark energy, dark side of her that y'all ain't even been introduced to yet. And Kanan, you think he's doing something now, but you ain't really seen yet. It gets darker with him as well. So it's like shit finna really like unfold, and you're gonna see the whole Omari Hardwick when he was younger, how him and Kanan got introduced to each other, and Tommy, all 3 of them. Like, it's finna be, man, it's finna be a beautiful masterpiece that the fans haven't even witnessed yet, what y'all about to witness in the upcoming season of Raising Kanan. But back to Power Ghost. Omari Hardwick, like, he's at this point to where, I mean, thank you, 50, for everything that you've done for me, but it's like, when people done a lot for you, what you gotta shut up. Like, you can't speak on how you feel when you see the fans, you see how the way they feel. Like, you gotta just have a mute button on how you feel. 50, now you know if Dre and Eminem being the one that, you know, M bringing you out into the rap scene, if he spent all this money on you, let's just say if he did that, you mean to tell me that if you disagree with something, you ain't gonna speak out on it? And you 50 Cent, and we knowing how much you like to get stuff off, you a cancer. So we know you can't hold him in. So you can't expect him to be tight-lipped and mute about something that he feel when the fans is constantly asking him questions, and he agree with what they saying. He on their side. So it's like, I want to say Omari is a strange bird, how 50 implied. I don't agree with that, but I know 50, you know, he just be playing in the social media, and it gets engagement when he talks like that. So it's like, it's no harm, no foul. It's like, it's nothing serious between Omari Hardwick and 50 Cent. But it can look like as if it's a beef between them two, but it's not. Because that's just all a part. That's just what 50 do. Can't take it serious. I mean, it's entertainment. So 50 really understands exactly where this man's coming from, and you have to. Like I said, if you flip it and turn this into music, and you feel like your career should have went another way, and you feel like, what if you wasn't as, you know, blown up to what you are now, 50 Cent, the artist, the executive producer behind the films, everything like that, and you feel like Eminem didn't do you right, pause, you would have something to say about it, regardless of what Eminem did for you. If you feel like your career, or you didn't agree with something that you felt like that involved with your career. Couldn't tell me you would. And we gonna keep it real. Let's keep it real all the way 100. No halfway foot in, halfway out. We stepping all the way in. But that's just really my take on this whole situation between Omari Hardwick and 50 Cent. And just the Ghost, Power Ghost fans and everything. Because this is something that I know he's getting tired of answering. But at the same time, he agrees. So it's like, you're not going to keep getting the same answer when you're getting something that's being asked and asked and asked. It's like you finally finna be like, fuck it. I'm finna tell you how I really feel. Because it's like, it gets old, but you get it at the same time. But this Sensei Reality TV News. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, y'all. I appreciate it. Y'all already know I'm gonna give y'all the real. Alright? Again, I'll let y'all later. One love. Peace.
Everybody's uncle. Ghost James Ghost was, whether Jamie or Ghost, he was everybody's uncle who was, more importantly, trying to go right from going wrong. And I loved him, and I always will love him, but I just want y'all as fans to always remember, I played the guy, so I'm a little bit bigger than him. So it's better to follow me than a character.
There you go.